I want to give you one more example. When Dr. Kyron said language should come from within. I was watching this tape last night, and I should have brought it. This child, his name is Ivan, never said a word. We wanted to do something fun. If language is going to come from within himself, it has to come from a place where of goodness, of expression. So we did, like I said, I'm going to share my secrets. Maybe you've done this before, I don't know. We took a roll of toilet paper, we twirled them around, and we just encircled the toilet paper, you know, around and around and around. It was hilarious. He loved it. It was hilarious. And then, of course, he has to turn around. You know, we go back and break. You know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So afterwards, the mother is holding the child on his lap. Never said a word. And I know this because of the tape. So after the toilet paper was off of his body, he sits down with his mother. His mother's holding him. And he says, and this is really interesting. This happens all the time. He says something that we weren't expecting, that we didn't understand. So you know what the kid does? He repeats it 3 times. Because it's like, don't you get it? So we said, and I have this on tape, I'll show you the next time I come. He says, it took me a while, he says, paper on. And the mother is saying, how does he know paper? And I said, I just saw this last night, so it's fresh. And I said, well, you called it paper, and he wants to do it again. Paper on. 2 words. He has syntax, paper on. This, and then I said to the mother, you know, and it's like, not even. I was like, it was like, you know, it was like I couldn't even say it out loud. It was like so emotional. I said to the mother, he's talking. It was, you know, I'll show it to you. But my point is, we gave him an experience, then we restricted him. She was holding him, and the idea was, okay, if you like it, let's see if you will. I wasn't expecting those words, but let's see. I was expecting something like more, you know. But he says paper on. The point is that language, when you see it as, okay, speech therapists will hold up. I see this with Jeff. I went to his house and I see the ABA, so a speech therapist, hold up the, holding up the picture of a house and say house is bad enough because there's no meaning, there's no context, right? She's holding up the letter T and the kid has to say T. So her idea, we're going to cut the language, cut, and let's make it simple. And we're going to have the kid say ta, 8 out of 10 times, otherwise he has to do it again. And that's going to help him to say a word, I guess, toy, because then he'll combine it with another sound. And when you talk about, and that's like Dr. Carmen was saying, that's like giving a cough drop and not realizing there's something underneath, like pneumonia. So I gave this kid an experience that he loved. The mother's holding him on her lap in a loving way. Let's see if that elicits language. If that doesn't work, we'll try something else like that. In one session, I might try something 30 times. I'm not saying toilet paper is going to work for your kid. I'm saying something will work. And then the language came from within himself. It was.